and welcome to the WrestleCade XI press conference. We're almost time for the grandest stage of them all, the biggest event of the year. And I cannot wait because we have the biggest blockbuster matches of all time. This WrestleCade should be historic. So first, let's break down our first matchup. It is the WrestleCade Invitational, who will become Mr. WrestleCade, and also the Iron Stallion Championship is at stake. Here are the contenders of that matchup, as the champion, Brad Barnett, will defend against all comers. APH, Carlos Corvo, Richie Rich, Roddy 13, the Street Kid Riley Dillon, OTP, Jeremy Balmore, Kobe Williams, Jacob Ali, and of course the champion, Brad Barnett. And I do believe we're going to be joined by the Influence. The Influence all going to be in this matchup. Will they work together, or is it every man for themselves? We can start it off with Richie Rich first.
Oh, what's good, y'all? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. If you don't know me, you better get familiar. My name is Richie Rich the Black. I'm the double law superstar and 1/3 of the Influence. And yeah, it feels good to finally come back to WrestleCade again. Wish it was in better circumstances, but hey, here's what it is.
No doubt about it. But if it's down to you, APH or Balmore, are you willing to have what it takes to fight your teammates when it's all said and done?
I mean, we're all for the same goal, right? We're all looking for the same things. Yes, of course, obviously. We all respect each other at the end of the day. I mean, if push comes to shove, if one of us becomes the Iron Stallion champion, I honestly think we're all going to be hugging it out at the end of the day. We're all going to go party. We're all going to support each other. We're all wanting to see us succeed at the end of the day. Now, I want to ask a question to my influence brother. Oh boy, this is going to be awkward. Yo, Balmore.
Yo. Yeah.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room. Sorry about that. A little bit coughed up here. What's with you, man? What?
What's with me?
What? Yeah. What's going on? Like a few weeks ago. Excuse me. A few weeks ago, you were talking to yourself in front of the lockers. I mean, the cameras were rolling. We all saw that. So you didn't feel like it was necessary to talk to us? You didn't feel like it was necessary to come to us and be like, "Yeah, I have a problem with it." Like,
Well, the thing about it is, man, it's an opportunity. So, and it's an opportunity that both you and APH, as well as myself, decided to just sit there and take. Now, there's nothing I can do about that. And yeah, do I have a problem with it? But here's the thing about being in this business, the thing about being a professional wrestler. You just roll with the punches, man. So it really doesn't matter if I have a problem with it. It's going to happen. So you still make the most of the opportunity that you are giving yourself. So yeah, WrestleCade, all three of us are going to be a part of this match. Be interesting. But I mean, let's think about this. How often have you and me faced off in the ring other than training? How often have me and APH faced each other? How often have you and APH faced each other, as a matter of fact, outside of training at the academy?
man, you make a fair argument and you make a fair point. Fair point on that. But
Exactly. So, and now we have the opportunity to do that in the bright lights of WrestleCade, with the championship on the line. I mean, you don't get more high stakes than that. You don't get a bigger opportunity to stake your claim as being on top of not just this division, but maybe, possibly, in the industry as a whole. This is that chance. This is that moment.
That's fair. But speaking of bright lights and addressing this also, because I see APH is not here yet. Of course. You talked to him lately? Like,
Honestly, no. You and me both know he's been kind of off here recently. A lot of shit been going on when it comes down to APH. So really, just give him a space. That's all that needs to be done.
I mean, I know my mind's folks should be focused on this match, of course, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the day. If one of us wins it, none of us wins it. I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the day, but I feel like we'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. I mean, I got nothing to worry about here. So,
Well, for starters, let's address this. Never go into a match on the grandest stage of them all thinking that something's gonna go wrong or everything's gonna go wrong. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on winning this match. As with you or him in my way. Now, if both of y'all found a way to stop me, then you know what? Cool. Cool. You done that. Not that many people can say that they have. But we're all going to be ready for WrestleCade. We're all going to be in top form for this opportunity. That's all that needs to be worried about, man.
yeah.
No doubt about it. I'm intrigued to see what APH has to say about this, or will he let his actions speak louder than words? There has been a little bit of a drama backstage in more ways than one, but I feel like you guys are laser focused. You guys have a good chance of bringing that championship to the Influence, to the Academy, if you will. And I would like to say good luck to both you and Balmore, Richie Rich and Balmore. Good luck to that matchup. But it's stacked. It is stacked with talent. It is stacked with future stars. We got the class of 2024 in this matchup, and one of the most impressive, the best kept secret, in my opinion, Kobe Williams. You're entering this matchup. How does it feel making your first appearance on the big stage for a championship that's all about hard work?
You know, um, it's a big step in my career. You feel me? It's just not a simple match. You come out with theme song playing, you got people looking at you. No, it's WrestleCade. It's the biggest stage of your career. It's the biggest moment of said career. I can't just walk out here thinking, oh, it's just another 1v1. It's not like I'm going against people I've beaten before. It's all against a whole bunch of new people. Jacob Ali, Roddy 13, a whole bunch of different names. It's a lot of people it's a new experience. So I'm trying to go into this match with a new head, new experience, thinking outside the box. Because that's what I have to do. It's a gauntlet. I'm not going to get the chance to walk out here and say, oh, it's a 1v1. I'm about to do my thing. No, I have to survive. So I'm gonna take my survival tactics and just do what I have to do when I get inside that ring, because that's the only thing I can do. And at the end of the night, I'm gonna be walking home as a COH champion. You feel me?
That's right. The Iron Stallion Championship is up for grabs. Do you think Brad Barnett's distracted by any means?
Of course. Any superstar in their right mind would be distracted. You have big names. You have some of the biggest upcoming rookies in that match who doesn't know anything about losing. They got one thing in their mind: defeating him and surviving. So of course he has to worry about him and 6 other wrestlers coming for his goal. So of course he wouldn't be in his right mind in the moment, and that's what I plan on taking advantage of.
No doubt about it, but there is rumors that you and Jacob Ali has a lot to prove against each other. It seems like you two are like brand new rivals this season in COH. What is what is the business between you and Jacob Ali? Are you gunning for him at the Cade?
Of course not. I look at Jacob Ali as a brother. He's a second me. That's my blood. We locked in. This is not going to take me off my A game because I know him. He knows me. Damn near grew up together. So of course that isn't going to take me out my A game. Of course, this doesn't mean I'm not going to take war of him. I'm still sit back, do what I have to do in that ring. If Jacob Ali steps to me, he's just going to have to step. But I'm gonna step harder because that's how I am, and he knows that. He's going to have to beat me, just like every other single person in that match.
Definitely. I mean, we got a whole faction in this matchup with the Influence. What do you think about that?
The Influence, that's a good faction. I respect them. I hope they respect me. But the same thing I said for Ali. It's just going to be me. I'm thinking of me in there. M-E, right? It's no Jacob Ali. Yeah, me and him grew up. That's blood right there. It's no, like, veterans I'm be thinking of, oh, I got to make sure I've been on my A game. Because at the end of the day, it's just going to be me in that match. Nobody's going to be in there to back me up. So the Influence can try to do something to me, but it's just not going to work out. Because, again, I'm just going to go in there with a level head and try to do my thing inside the match, as you've seen before.
No doubt about it. Since APH is here, let's see what APH got to say about this, because he's been the talk of the town here tonight, being that it is New York City at WrestleCade 11.
Talk of the town. Yeah, I should be. Considering the fact that you're right, Lions. This is New York City. This is my home. I am the heart and soul of this beautiful city. And the bottom line is, when this entire match was put together, I knew at some point one of my brothers would be in it. Did I ever plan for all three of us to be there? Nah. And let me address the little elephant in the room. The Influence is perfectly fine. When was the last time that y'all had family quarrels in your own lives, huh? Lions Danielson, I'm pretty sure your brother can tell you all about his problems with his stepbrother, Ryan Swift.
That's right.
Come on now. I am pretty sure every single person on this roster, hell, I bet Barmore $100. When was the last time you had beef with your cousin Sean? And then y'all came back together and were the most dominant tag team in the world? You don't have to answer me right now because you know I'm right. Family fights. Family pushes each other. But the way I see this, it ain't us trying to push each other away from the limit. And it ain't us trying to push each other away from our prosperity. Iron will always sharpen iron. In order for you to become greater than you already are, you got to be put to the test against the all-time greats. That's what's made us a success. That has what made me a success. 3 straight years in WrestleCade, never lost. I have taken down legends. I have ended championship reigns. And I have ended careers. Nobody, not even Enigma Soul, can say that they have stole the show at WrestleCade more than I have in my short time span. But now you add on the added element of New York City. Oh, that's gonna make me even hype. The last time I was in New York City competing, before that whole debacle with Will Steele, last Rise. Danielson, you probably remember this. Decade of Honor.
Of course, the walkout heard around the world.
Decade of Honor. What was supposed to be my last match. I was supposed to take out my cousin, but at the end of the day, I got put in the hospital and nearly died. This time around, it's gonna be different. Because I ain't going out there to end a career. No. I'm going out there to make a statement. You got all these kids in here, and as I say kids, Kobe I respect a lot, but he's a kid. Jacob Ali I respect a hell of a lot, but he's a kid. The only ones that ain't kids is my brothers and OTP. Oh, and by the way, you mentioned this whole thing about the Iron Stallion Championship. Corvo's a little kid hiding behind Eddie Reed, but anyways. You talk about this Iron Stallion title and how important it is. Where's the champion? Oh, that's right. He's getting chased by the cops. Because they were more or less like this little petty-ass fucking feud he has with some dude, getting in the way of what is most important, defending his title, honoring that championship. But don't worry, Brad. It's fine. After I discard you and the 8 other carcasses in this match, no offense, Richie and Balmo, but y'all do the same. I will carry on the legacy of the Iron Stallion Championship. I will be the standard bearer. I will have obtained my triple crown. I will be undefeated at WrestleCade. And I will prove to the world once again that there is nobody, and I mean no goddamn body, on my level. At the end of the night, two things will happen. Either one of my brothers ends up becoming champion, and we have a party like never before, or I get my vindication, hoist that championship up high in front of 80,000 screaming New York maniacs, and scream at the loudest I can ever get. One's up for the chief, while signaling with my hand, 4 and O. Top that, kids. Daddy's gonna teach you a lesson at WrestleCade. I'm out of here.
That's right. One thing I'll have to say, Kobe Williams has the crowd support so far. Big shout out to Brian Cruz and that Kobe for champion. I'm sure you appreciate that one, Kobe Williams.
Yo, shout out, homie Cruz. Yeah. Now, I sat back, listened to what he had to say. Calling me a little kid, it hurts my heart because I thought we had more respect for each other. It hurts me deep. It cuts. You feel me? But you saying you're going to get your vindication or one of your brothers are, I'm going to make sure none of that happens. Because again, as you've seen before, my streak in COH has been less than nothing but great. Legendary, if you even say. Yeah, we had bumps in the road, but that's every road. We're going to hit that curve, but we're going to straighten out. And that's WrestleCade. I promise you, I am going to become the Stallion champion. It doesn't matter if Jacob Ali is in it. It doesn't matter if Rowdy 13 is in it. It doesn't matter if the influence comes back out there and jump my ass. It doesn't matter what anybody in that match does to me. I'm going to make sure I walk away with that belt. I'm bringing the gold back to Philadelphia. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Because I'm better than every single other person in that match. And I know I am. I proved that. So, I have a lot of respect for everybody in that match. But again, I'm going to crush every single person's dreams when it comes down to it. You step in front of me, I'm going to step even harder over you. That's just how it is. And that's the bottom line. Because ain't nobody in this motherfucker a harder worker than me. Simple as that.
No doubt about it. I'm looking forward to the Iron Stallion Championship matchup. There's a lot of stats here. Influence is the only team competing in this matchup. How will that influence this matchup? How this will take place is beyond me. I can't wait to see how Brad Barnett fares against the street kid Riley Dillon, because they've had their street brawls to the point where, like APH brought up earlier, he's running from the cops. Well, the police have been called off for this matchup exclusively as he's about to defend the championship. But here's another stat. Corvo, the longest tenured wrestler in COH, but OTP has more experience than everybody in this matchup. And of course, APH, a former COH world champion, so definitely will bring his A game like he always does in his hometown, New York City, for the Iron Stallion Championship. Can't wait. Who do you think is going to win in the chat? Make your voice be heard now before the biggest event of them all. Going into our next matchup, though, it is for the Thursday Night Rise brand, the men, Games of the Galaxy. And we got a great lineup on that one. We got Max Armstrong, Josh Wolf, Devin O'Brien, and Daniel Lyons. A lot of star-studded talent, a lot of great from the future, past and present, and it's all going to culminate in a first ever new ruled Games of the Galaxy briefcase matchup. That's right, it's gauntlet style, but the winner has to climb the ladder and grab the ultimate case to guarantee them a World Championship matchup throughout the 365-day calendar year of COH. Well, the time is now. Let's break down our opponents, starting with Josh Wolf.
Hey. It's good to know that I'm going to be walking out with that briefcase. I guarantee that I can do it. But enough about me, right? Let's look at the other guys. Let's look at everybody else. I think I've already said it now. I've beaten all three of them. I've beaten all three of them without any help. I beat two of them at the same time. So there's no excuses at this point, right? I have to win this. I have no other choice. Because if I did what I did and lose, what will that make me?
No doubt about it. Let's hear from Max Armstrong, probably the freshest in the future talent, as he is a part of that class of 2024, and he's a fan favorite going into this one. Max Armstrong, how you feeling on your first ever WrestleCade matchup being Games of the Galaxy?
Yeah, as Kobe said, this is the night where legends are made, careers are defined, and destinies are basically written. You know, I may be new to this company, but I come here just to be. I don't come here just to be another face in the crowd. I came here to show that I belong, to show that I can climb that ladder and grab the Games of the Galaxy briefcase. And let me tell you, no matter the height difference, no matter the size of the opponents, it won't make a difference in that damn ring. See, in this gauntlet match, I'm up against two giants and a semi-maniac. They may be bigger, they may be stronger, but none of them, and I'll make sure that none of them have the drive, the dedication, and the persistence that I bring inside my bag. None of them have the fire that burns inside of me, that pushes me to my limit, that pushes me to shine every single night in that ring. You see, it's not just about physical power, aka Devin O'Brien, or sheer size. It's about heart. It's about willpower. It's about the unyielding desire to be the best. Every morning, I wake up with a singular purpose: to rise above, to overcome the obstacles, and to reach for the stars. And that's why I am the Stardom Kid. It's exactly what I plan to do at WrestleCade. So, Lions, you step up to me, I'm slaying the lion. Devlin, you step up to me, I'm going to do whatever it takes to step over your big ass. And Josh Wolf, bring all the craziness you can, because I am ready to risk my life, to risk whatever it takes to do, to climb to the top and to achieve the Games of the Galaxy briefcase and make it to the top, to be the quickest superstar to achieve a championship, to achieve their dreams. Because my road of triumph is just beginning, and it starts at WrestleCade.
Well, indeed. Max Armstrong definitely getting the fans hype for this one. Games of the Galaxy. And Max will bring his A game. Of course, Josh Wolf is in the lineup. But now, I think it's time to talk to my twin brother. Yeah, give me the mic. Listen here, everyone. I have amount of respect for these three men. Take nothing away from Josh Wolf and Max Armstrong. They are going to be the best competition in this match. But in this match, there's only one man that I got my eyes on. There's only one man that I have a problem with, and it's the man who couldn't do it without me. Devlin O'Brien. Yeah, I can repeat myself over and over, but the fact of the matter is, you will never do it out with me. This is WrestleCade, and I'm tired of being attached to you at WrestleCade, but this is, for indeed, the last time. I want to kick your ass. If Max gets in the way, I'll drop him just to get to you. If Josh Wolf's in the way, I will drop his ass just to get to you. This is not about a briefcase. This is not about a game. I don't give a damn about the games. I want to kick your ass. I want to prove to the world that here in 11 years of history that I am indeed the reason why you exist. I am the man who made Devlin O'Brien. Devlin O'Brien, you might be one of the greatest of all time, but you're still not better than me. So when we do this one more time, when we do this in the middle of the ring, matter of fact, I am the matchmaker. And guess what? I want you first. I want to put your ass down. I want to make you look like more of a joke than the whole entire 11-year history. You were Rooster McMuffin because of me. And at WrestleCade 11, you'll be Devlin O. Bitch. What do you got to say about that?
All I have to say, Lance, is you have to be the dumbest guy. We have fought plenty of times. You've won a couple of matches. I've won a couple of matches. You want to go face me first? Not one of these two, the fresh guys. You want the two oldest guys to fight first. Mate, you already know I'm going to kick your fucking head off. And then I'm going to go for Armstrong. Armstrong, there is one thing that will happen that night. You are going to see stars, but they're going to be above your fucking head when you're knocked the fuck out. And Wolf. Fair play to you, mate. You have the advantage out of all of us. But here, mate, I've been in the past where I've lost matches, and when it comes to the main event, that's when you put it all on the game. That's when you put it all on the fucking line, mate. So don't get too cocky. Do not get too cocky, mate. Because anyone, especially me, mate, this is the first time I'm part of this. When I'm first time a part of something, I put 100% into it. But Lions, I am going to shame you like no other person. I got a special thing for you at the fucking pay-per-view. You're gonna love it.
Oh, do
You're
ya?
gonna love it. Yeah, you're gonna fucking adore it. And when I whip your fucking ass off, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's a great surprise. Just for you. Not these two. Just for you, Lions. Just for you, man. That's how much I care about you, man. That's how much I love you, man. Because this whole thing, you and me, this ends. This ends at the pay-per-view. There will be no Lions and Devlin ever again. There will be no team-ups. There will no be friendships. There will be nothing. You understand that, Lions?
I don't understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, how many times are you going to say mate? I'm not your mate. I'm not your friend. And I'm sure as hell don't give a damn what you think you're going to do to me because you live in a fantasy world. This ain't no fantasy world. This is the jungle. This is where I am made to break careers. All those wrestlers you were hanging out with, all your friends, they all went down to me. I beat the best of the best at WrestleCade. I beat Tone White at WrestleCade. And at WrestleCade, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you for the final time. It seems like you have an obsession with me because since 2009, 15 years ago, you just can't leave. You can't leave me. You either want to fight me or you want to team up with me. Well, it's over, Devlin O'Brien. 15 years later, it's going to be me kicking your ass. It's going to be me whooping your ass from Times Square to Brooklyn to the Bronx to New Jersey. I don't give a damn.
God.
I'm going to send your ass in a box straight to Ireland to never return to this place again. To never be on a Thursday Night Rise again. To never be face to face with me again. Because I don't like you. I don't care what you stand for. I don't like how you act. I hate how you dress. You need to take that kilt off, and I'm going to slap you with it. I'm going to beat you up with your own shillelagh. I'm going to put you in the dirt 6 feet under to never dig yourself up again. They're not going to remember you, Devlin. They're not going to remember who you were. They're not going to remember the 4 championships that you've ever held, because I've held 7. Something that you'll never do in your career. Something that you'll never accomplish. And guess what? They're not going to remember you, because you would never want to remember yourself after I kick your ass on the grandest stage of them all. And after I'm done with you, whoever comes next, Josh Wolf, we have history. I should have left his ass on the yacht in the Caribbean. Max Armstrong, I honestly don't want to do it to you. You're a bright future. You're something that COH needs. But if I have to give you a reality check, you're damn sure I'm going to be the one to do it. Yeah, I'm the man with the suit on. The suit's off. No longer the booker. I'm going to be the brawler. And I ain't from Brooklyn. I'm from the jungle. So you know what that means. Welcome to the jungle. Devlin O'Brien, Max Armstrong, Josh Wolf. I'm not the hunted. I'm the hunter. And you're dead.
Lions, you do know that the Rumble was a couple of months ago, the jungle thing, that this isn't your jungle anymore.
Oh man,
this isn't your jungle, mate. And guess what?
Everywhere's
I know
mine.
that you keep saying that I wanted to team, mate. You're the one that wanted to team up with me.
Mate me.
Don't bullshit. Don't
mate
try
me.
to bullshit. All this lie, you puppeteer, fucking wanker. After tonight,
what did you call me?
Yeah, wanker.
Oh man, I'm taking these gloves off.
Mate, after this pay-per-view, you're gonna be in a retirement home where you belong. That's where Eddie Reed should have put you. You should have just stayed fucking at your house, depressed as fuck, because that's all you are, fatty, is a depressed,
here we go,
eating Subway monster.
Get both of y'all big asses up. Oh my god, I'm sick and tired of hearing this shit. Listen to me right now. You think that the Storm Kids let both of y'all talk shit and I reply to y'all? Hold up, this is not how it works. This is not how it works. Y'all two not gonna go back and forth about how big one or the other is the whole time while we go continue on. No. Fresh me, Devlin. I've heard that shit countless times. I've been underestimated my entire career. Every single time I've proven the doubters wrong. Lying, you want to talk stuff about how you're gonna knock me down, but it's never about the dog or who's bigger. It's never about that. So again, get ready for WrestleCade. Because when it's all said and done, the only thing that you'll be seeing is me always sitting tall with that briefcase. You'll be wondering left how Fresh Meat cooked you to perfection. So keep talking. Both of y'all can keep talking, but realize the reality. It's not about Devlin and Lions. It's not about Josh Wolf, Lions, Devlin. It's not about you. It's about the Stardom Kid and my road to triumph.
Boring.
Your road to triumph. You're just a ping pong. You're a ping pong ball against me and Devlin O'Brien. We're gonna bounce you all over the arena. Listen,
Do it.
You could have issues with me. That's fine. I don't have any issues with you. I like you. I just hate this son of a bitch over here, Devlin O'Brien, and I want him gone. I want him out of here. And guess what, Devlin O'Brien? Your days are numbered, bitch.
I've heard that plenty of times.
He does think.
Armstrong, hey mate, this is where you stay out of it, because you have no word. Yeah, you're in this pay-per-view. I couldn't give two shits who the fuck you're, what type of name. I've heard all this bullshit in the past. You'll only last 1 or 2 more years, possibly, maybe only a couple of months, and you'll ditch us for another company, because you people can't stand up to this.
There we go. You know.
Oh my god.
They're playing the music because it's time to wrap it up, you son of a bitch. And I don't even know why Wolf is quiet, man. He should be scared. Should be scared that me and Devlin O'Brien and Max Armstrong is gonna bring the heat. Because you could be quiet all you want, but you could be quiet and you could still get your ass kicked, Josh Wolf. What?
Silence. That's the funny thing. Actions speak louder than words, Daniel. And trust me, what I do to you three is going to pale in comparison to what I've already done. Now, y'all can talk, y'all can keep talking all you fucking want. But what matters isn't your little story. It isn't your beef with Devlin. It isn't your beef with me. It isn't whatever Max is on about. It's that contract in that briefcase, that little piece of paper in that briefcase. That's what matters. Because once you have that, you're unstoppable. You have leverage over everyone, even the world champion. And that's what I want more than anything. You guys keep talking about how you want Devlin out of this company. I'm the one who destroyed your headquarters. I beat up your employees. You don't want me gone. But guess what? When I get that briefcase, you can't get rid of me. I will be a thorn in this company's side for the rest of a year until I win that championship. And then you have to deal with me for the rest of this company's existence, because I won't be dropping either belt if I take it. Y'all have a good night.
Well, that's my twin brother is hitting the exits. Don't forget to watch Games of the Galaxy, the Gauntlet. It's going to be awesome. The winner has to climb the ladder, get the case in order to make their future realize for either the Overdrive World Championship or the COH World Heavyweight Championship, which could change any instant at the Cade. But a big match that I'm looking forward to is a matchup that definitely shocked the world the minute it was announced. Walk-in revelation. Marcus Faith going to be taking on Jordan Richard in a big matchup, a dream matchup, if you will, the debut, especially at WrestleCade XI of Jordan Richard. And right now, we're being joined by Marcus Faith.
Can you hear me? Am I in here?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. What's up? What's up, Lions? What's up?
What's going on, man? Big match ahead of you. I mean, it seems like you two already had an exchange on social media. Anything you want to say about that one?
Yeah, you know, I respect Jordan Devlin. I mean, I respect not Jordan Devlin. I respect Jordan Richards. I respect him very much. Like, I was not aware that this match was even going to happen. Literally, I had my plans. Like I said, I had my plans set, but I guess management came with me with a whole new plan for WrestleCade. So I was like shocked, literally taken back by the match, and I was like, wow. I get to fight a legend, like actually face a legend and literally make a name for myself in COH. And that is one of the plans that God has set for me. So at WrestleCade, I just wanted to, do it. I wanted to actually take them on. But yeah, our little exchange on X was cool. It was cool. I just wanted to let him know that, I knew who he was, because he tried to say that we never met. We definitely never met. Definitely never met. But I knew who he was. I watched his tapes. I studied him up just because he was going to be my opponent. So I had to let him know that at WrestleCade, he will be walking with faith.
No doubt about it. I'm looking forward to it. I do believe this is your first Cade match too. So what do you got to say about that being on a big stage?
Excited. I'm so excited, but I'm also nervous to be out there in front of that history-making crowd. Like, I've only imagined of this moment, but I cannot wait to step foot in MetLife Stadium and my music to hit, and for that grand entrance to happen, and for them to see it, because it's about to be a blessing. I cannot wait.
No doubt about it. The whole world's looking forward to it. A big matchup with all the hype surrounding it. Marcus Faith, Jordan Richards, see you at the Cade. Walk-in revelation, Marcus Faith, and I wish you good luck, man, but I don't think you need it. This is going to be a good
Thank
one.
you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I cannot wait. We're going to see a classic for sure.
Definitely a lot of instant classics on this card. You don't want to miss any of these matches because they're all could have a chance of being 5 stars or more. And one of the matches that I'm really looking forward to, and it's the tale of WrestleCade this season. It's teacher versus student, mentorship at a new high. It's Aiden Robinson versus Jay Jones, and it's heating up at WrestleCade in New York City. Jay Jones, you've been through it all, man, on your return, but did you expect a return with a match like this against a student of the game, Aiden Robinson?
Oh, wow. Not really. Not at all. But hey, I ain't complaining about it because this is the first time at WrestleCade that I'm freely wrestling here. And you know me, Lions. You know, when it comes to WrestleCade, it's always been one of my favorite pay-per-views. Because everyone expecting a big match or whatsoever against me. But let me get to a topic for Aiden Robinson since he's not even here anymore because after what I said on Thursday was the truth. He want to call himself the man on fire, right? And I call him living, right? Is that right, Lions?
That is
Because I'm
correct.
asking the question to you. Well, I'll tell you something. At Roll in the Jungle, I had to give him the truth. I had to tell him that he's not ready to be the icon limit himself. He is not on the level of Jay Jones while I was here a long time ago. Everyone knows that Jay Jones was one of the best professional wrestlers of all time and one of the fastest running superstars of all time. The OG of Honor Bound. Hey, Robinson, as much as I hate to admit it, he will never be like me, nor that he will. Because I said it before, I will say it again. If he wants the torch, he's going to have to take it away from me. At WrestleCade, if I beat him, everyone knows that I'm right all along. That Aaron Robinson is not ready to win a World Heavyweight Championship. And he is also not ready to be the face of COH. And that's the hard truth. Ain't nobody, I mean nobody, will ever be on my level. Not Aaron Robinson, not everyone in the freaking new superstars around this damn place. There's no one, and I will be no one, will ever be Jay Jones.
Wow, you can hear the determination in Jay Jones, man. It's going to be a tough one. Jay Jones taught Aiden Robinson a lot, but did he teach him everything? We're going to find out at WrestleCade 11. Of course, the Men on Fire will be ready for Jay Jones, and that's why he's not here tonight. He is definitely in the gym, working on this one, working on his strengths, seeing what he can do, and trying to learn something new because you want to bring everything that Jay Jones taught you to the ring. You want to kind of learn something different so Jay Jones is not prepared for it. And that's exactly what I expect at WrestleCade.
He better bring something new or everything. He better bring that fighting heart spirit inside him. Because if he don't, I'm going to be the one playing it out at WrestleCade.
Oh, no doubt about that one.
And let me tell you something, Lance. This is the first time I ever wrestled in WrestleCade. You know that, right? The last time I was at WrestleCade was against Carter Blackwell in WrestleCade Miami.
That was
That
one
was
hell of
when
a night.
everything went downhill. Everything went down the hill for me. Everything. So I left. Now I return and won the grandest stage of all time. First time ever. Jay Jones, Eddie Robinson. That's okay. And Eddie, I know you're at the gym. I know you're listening. And you better will be listening right now. I said it before, I'll say it again. You better bring everything. You better bring every new moves or old school moves to keep me down. Because if you don't, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to leave you in that mat covering your own blood.
Wow. The Shaolin Warrior is in New York City, WrestleCade 11, taking on the Man of Fire, Aiden Robinson. Whose side are you on? Let us know in the chat on YouTube right now. And get ready for one of the biggest matches in WrestleCade history. Ladies and gentlemen, we got so much more here tonight. And here's our first Uprising matchup that we're definitely going to break down right now. And it's a match that I'm definitely looking forward to. Peaches versus Zaya Corvin. This matchup, definitely two of the baddest in Uprising today. And I don't know what to expect. All hell's going to break loose. You think that you've seen something like this before? You haven't. Expect the unexpected as two baddest of the division collide. Peaches, Zaya Corvin, dating back to the Rumble in the Jungle. There's only one way to find out who's going to be the last woman standing. I cannot wait. I'm on the edge of my seat. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to win? Because for me, this is too close to call. No doubt about it. I can't wait for that one. But a big title matchup, one that I'm personally interested in. It is going to be Diamonds and Dollars taking on the Hollowed Order for the COH Tag Team Championships. For 11 straight WrestleCades, tag team wrestling has went to new heights, especially here at the Cade, because finally, Diamonds and Dollars, after having the best record in tag team wrestling, they finally get a title match on the grandest stage of them all against one of the most deadliest teams you've ever seen. Hunter Quinn, Chase Owens, are you ready? Blackheart also, mentorship, these champions to be where they at today. But take nothing away. Chase Owens and Hunter Quinn seems to be the unstoppable force. But Jason Marino and Duke Drama definitely going to be on top of their game. But I feel like we're being joined by a few here tonight. Hunter Quinn is in the building. Hunter Quinn, you were a dominant world champion before of the Overdrive brand, and now holding on to these tag team titles. What does this tag team match mean to you?
Well, the first time I stepped foot in a ring at WrestleCade, I was the Overdrive World Champion. This time around, I walk into another WrestleCade as a champion, and I will guarantee that the same result from my first WrestleCade will happen this time around. Diamonds and Dollars can have their great record and all that, but it won't matter when the lights are on brightest, whenever Chase Owens and I beat them down to a blade pulp and show why the Hollowed Order aren't the best team around, especially when we're going to be in the home of a man that we took the tag titles from. Hell, it was me that dropped him on his damn skull and pinned him to gain us those tag team titles. And look where they are now. It has been nearly half a year since we won these titles, and there will be even more days to come from that.
Definitely looking forward to it. Tag team wrestling, especially the tag team championships, has been the centerpiece of WrestleCade history. And that night, definitely going to be one for the ages. Diamonds and Dollars, they worked so hard to get to this moment in time. Will they finally get the gold, or will the Hollowed Order stay dominant as champion?
Well, Lions, let me. I just noticed something here. You know how Diamonds and Dollars have used their voices to get what they want? After reminding you that they should get this shot against Chase and I, yet where are they? I don't see them here. I see myself here. This great tag team title that both Chase Owens and I will walk out with by the end of WrestleCade, but I don't see them here.
Could be that their bus blew up a month ago. You know, that's got to be a tough way to travel nowadays. You know, you got to actually take Ubers and planes and.
Oh, I'm Dom's dollars. I don't have my fancy buzz. I don't have my fancy champagne anymore. Tough shit.
Oh,
It doesn't matter what material possessions you have. What matters is if you can actually defeat Chase Owens and I, which, as we've seen in the past with teams like Itai Doshin, that would be better said than done.
yeah, you guys seem to be the tag team killers. Every time you beat a tag team, they disband.
I mean, it's all in my nickname, I guess.
That's right. Well, the feast continues at WrestleCade 11. You know Hunter Quinn's ready because you know how he is with Championship Gold. He doesn't let it go. He does not let it go. We're going to see the Ultimate Tag Team title match at WrestleCade 11. If I'm Diamonds and Dollars, I'm definitely listening to this and getting ready because Hunter Quinn embodies fear, and so does Chase Owens. Well, let's get down to our next matchup. We heard about the other Games of the Galaxy matchup, but this one is going to be one for the ages because, of course, Uprising is going to steal the show. We got Sierra AM, we got Kelly, we got Louise Bates, we got Heather Ray, and what a Games of the Galaxy matchup that's going to be, which it seems like Uprising has definitely been the smartest with the briefcase so far. Big Ashley Rain fan over here, as she is the current Games of the Galaxy briefcase holder. So definitely cannot wait to see who's next for Games of the Galaxy. And here is a matchup with Red Bane rules. It will be the streak up for grabs. 6-0, the Soul Taker, Enigma Soul, taking on a man who's been through it all. Broken arms, does not bother Red Bane. He's going to give it his all. And I think this could be the closest streak match we've ever seen. Red Bane's been preparing for this one, and Soul has been playing those mind games. Who's going to win on the grandest stage of them all? And will history be made? Will the streak finally be over in a casket match? Well, let's head over to a man who definitely knows a lot about this one right here and has been working alongside Red Bane, Sean Nova. Sean Nova, care to break this one down?
What it do, Lions? How you doing?
Figured I'd talk to one of the men that definitely been in the backstage area alongside Red Bane preparing for this casket match. What is the advice you've been given to Red Bane going into this one?
Well, you know, we all know that my family dabbles in a little bit of the mystical arts and all that other stuff, but, you know, we're not going to get into that. But the reason why I brought it up was because that helped Red Bane a lot deal with what Enigma Soul's been doing to him recently. And it's just like, it was very unfortunate what happened during the tag match against Masuda Tanaka and Will Still. But now he knows how to combat that. Now he knows that Soul is all talk. The only reason why Soul even got an upper hand on him before was because of all the little chicanery and trickiness and the Harry Potter invisible cloak that no one else can see and all this other crap. But as soon as Red Bane could see him, guess whose hand was on Soul's throat? You got it. Red Bane got this in the bag. I have all the faith in the world that Soul's streak is going to end on June 20th.
No doubt about it. I mean, Red Bane is more focused than ever. Plus, it's a different matchup. It's a casket match.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this could definitely benefit Red Bane. But I don't know, man. I hate to be the doubter of this one. Soul has went through them all. Went through the best at the Cade. He's broke down his victims list, and it's very impressive. And 7 is a number that might happen. 7-0 at this Cade. I don't know, man. 6-0 so far. Will it be 6-1 or will it be 7-0?
Listen, you've said it before. We've all seen it already. Red Bane won a match with a broken freaking arm. He snapped it back into place and won with a submission. There's no quit in this man. How many of the past victims, quote unquote victims of Enigma Soul, has done that? Heck, even one of those victims, John Baker, is still alive today, helping Red Bane prepare for this match. Red Bane has all the advantage going in here. There's a lot of stuff that Enigma Soul says, 6 holes for 6 souls and blah, 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 all this other stuff. But his victims are still here. There's nothing to worry about. The mind games have nothing because at the end of the day, Red Bane gonna be all right. It's all good. The fear of death is null and void. It's all for naught. There's nothing that's gonna sway Red Bane's confidence here. He's going in with all the confidence in the world, and I'm bringing that for him also.
No doubt about it. Sleeper stays together, and it's been a dominant force so far. But I think it's going to be the most important night of Sleeper so far at the Cade, as Red Bane will take on Enigma Soul for the streak. This could be bigger than a title match. I mean, there's nobody who's beaten Soul so far. 6 matches straight. Red Bane could be one of the greatest of all time. All he has to do is beat Soul on the top of his game. There's nothing like Soul at WrestleCade. I've never seen anybody like him. Anybody could doubt him. They always been proven wrong. Soul is something I've never seen in this business.
Let's not get it twisted. Soul is a very formidable opponent. He's very intimidating. To the uninitiated, he could very well be a deity, a demon, or something that needs to, be
I can't even explain it.
Exactly.
What is there to say?
We've seen
you
him
don't know
float.
what he is.
We've seen him float. You know what I mean? That's not without merit. You know what I'm saying? But in hell, even in another lifetime, we could have been fine. Like he seems like a cool person, but he messed with my family. And you don't mess with my family, especially with a family member like Red Bane. Again, I don't need to repeat his accolades. That man is not somebody you start a fight with. For what? Over a Rumble elimination? Is this how your legacy is going to end because of that? Let's be real here. Come on. Like that is, it's not worth it. But you know what? Soul will find out in a week or two. It's whatever.
No doubt about it. I think everybody's going to be nervous watching this one. I know I am. Will Red Bane get really close, or will he succeed and break the streak? Casket match? You got to put him in a casket, close the door? There's nothing more creepier than that one. Imagine the door closing on you.
Oh, yeah.
A casket where people die. I said 6 feet under for my twin brother earlier. You said 6 feet under. Somebody could actually be 6 feet under after this matchup. I don't know what to expect. This is the first ever casket match at COH.
I might have to commission maybe a couple of extra feet just in case, because knowing Enigma Soul, he might crawl out at 6 feet.
Well, no doubt about it. I'm looking forward to that one. And since you're here, Sean Nova, let's break down the other match that I know you have a lot of opinions about. It is a big one. Kayla versus Christy Redding for the COH Uprising World Championship.
Oh, man.
This one's going to be a tough one.
Very tough. I think this is probably the most important match in Kayla's career. But let's not get it twisted again. When it comes down to Kayla, she's been training extremely hard. And like even before the training for this match, we've seen that Kayla has what it takes to go the distance, to quote John Baker here. But for her to be one the longest lasting woman in the women's rumble, that is something that needs to be amazed by. You need to recognize that and be amazed by that. And also her first match went how long? 40 minutes, almost an hour, just fighting outside of the ring on ringside. Like she's a Terminator. She's been kicking ass ever since she got here. Yeah, her record's not perfect. But whose is? Except for me, of course, But anyway, the fact of the matter is that she's been training her ass off for this. Hell, you saw it a couple of weeks ago. Like she explained in detail why she needs to win this match. She has all the motivation in the world to win this match. I haven't heard anything from Redding. They've been like really silent. I haven't seen anything that they've done to train for this match. I think they are taking Kayla for granted. I feel like they're not recognizing Kayla as an actual threat, and I think that might be their downfall. Honestly.
I mean, I don't even think Christy Redding's got used to being a champion. I mean, it seems like that underdog story was all Christy Redding had. You
I
know
don't
how
even think I've
much?
seen the belt when she's around. I don't even think she
How?
takes it seriously.
Yeah, maybe it's just a mental mindset of like the champion is the worth itself, not the championship you carry. Maybe Christy knows that they are the champion and doesn't need the championship.
Mm,
It could be wrong. I could be wrong here, but how much of a difference does a year make? I mean, last year going into the Cade, Kayla was not even signed to the company, and then now you got the underdog story coming true. Three
yes.
straight title matches, and it took three title matches for Christy Redding to finally achieve the dream, and they've all been on the grandest stage of them all. So like this is the tell of the tape. The underdog story continues at this point because Kayla is a big name in the industry of wrestling. Like 11 years ago, off the script I'm going on here. 11 years ago, I offered a contract to SVR Sugar Kayla.
Mm,
It's been 11 years to this day that she is now on WrestleCade taking on the world champion of Uprising.
yes.
This is a dream match, if I have to say so, because Christy Redding worked so hard to get to this moment. But is Christy Redding a fighting champion? Does Christy Redding has what it takes to defend the championship just as much as the drive to win it?
That's
And that question will be answered.
100%. And it's kind of like I feel like George Lucas would really like this story because it is like poetry. It does rhyme. Where Christy Redding was the underdog coming into this to winning that belt, and now Kayla is the underdog coming in to eventually win that belt. And it's a beautiful thing. But I do feel like Christy falls into the category of people that their story's better when they're chasing the belt and not when they have the belt. They feel like, okay, now that I got the belt, my story's over. I don't need to do anything more. I'll just hold it like it's as if it's a trophy, and that's pretty much it. That's not the case. Real champions defend it. Real champions do what they can to keep that belt and take it seriously. Again, I haven't heard one word from them about going for this belt, about defending this belt, about Kayla, about anything WrestleCade related. Hopefully they take this match seriously. Hopefully, it's not a squash match and Kayla just wins within 13 seconds, Goldberg style. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it's going to be a 5-star match. I'm hoping for the Melters out there to smack
You gotta
themselves in
watch
the
out
face
for
of
that
how great it
shooting
is.
star press. That shooting star press of Christy Redding is the best I've ever seen. That
Mm.
shooting star press in wrestling today.
As a person that's done that move, I can't help but be impressed. Yes, I'm not knocking Christy for and saying that they're a weaker competitor. No, I just want them to be focused, and I'm starting to worry that they're not. And I hope it goes this distance. I hope the match surprises everybody. I hope that Kayla goes on, wins on top, and I have all the confidence in the world in that. And that's not because, oh, sleeper, I gotta defend my sleepers. No, that's not the case. It's straight up facts. If I find out that a member of mine doesn't have what it takes, they will hear it from me first. And the fact that none of them has heard it shows how much confidence I have in them. I don't sugarcoat anything, buddy. It's stone cold facts. What? Stone cold facts.
Stone cold. What? But I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be history in the making for this Uprising Championship matchup. Definitely a lot of story between these two. And big shout out to Bree George in the chat saying that, of course, Kayla has this.
100%. Love you, Britt.
And definitely Zoe hype for this one in the chat as well. Big shout out to everyone watching here tonight on the press conference. And Miss K, the voice. What do you want to say about this matchup?
Well, I think you already know who my answer is. And sorry, Kayla, you're my girl and all, but
Ooh.
I'm giving this one to Christy.
I hope Kayla's not hearing right now. I
There
hope
you
she put
have
the
it.
fingers in her ears and la 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 that whole sentence right there.
You gotta admit it. Who doesn't like Supersonic COH Uprising Women's Champion Christy?
I'm not mad at your who you're rooting for. I respect it. It's fine. I just don't want you to be too hurt when the inevitable occurs.
Well, we're just gonna have to see it WrestleCade, won't we?
Oh, of course. May the best person win.
May the best
Since you're
person
here,
win.
Miss K, I think we should break down this next match because I want to hear your opinions on this one directly. Eden versus Christy. This is a definitely one of the biggest drama-filled matches. The words I can't even repeat here at the press conference. Especially for me. I ain't saying nothing about what they said to each other. But Miss K, who do you think is going to win between Eden and Christy at the Cade?
All right. Asking from a woman's perception. Okay. All right. Let's start with Christy, the HDIC, head diva, the trash talker who can back it up. I admit, I respect that side of her, despite the fact that she's a little mean sometimes. Like she's mean. Like, God, that woman has a mouth on her. And I'm not talking about sexual wise. I'm just saying, like, mean lions. I don't know how y'all put up with her. But he
Christy's
does
the
know
head
how
diva
to.
in charge for a reason.
Yeah,
Controversial is the name of the game.
that's true. That's true. And she has grown to be very aggressive now. I mean, she wasn't aggressive before, but now she's just like aggressive. And I think that has something to do with her face, because a woman is very insecure about her face, and my heartfelt apologies to Christy for what happened to her face, but not gonna
What happened
lie.
to your face? She's just protecting it. Wouldn't you if you had the money maker that makes you money? She's a model. She makes a lot of money in the modeling business. Of course she's gonna protect her face. She found out the hard way that she should have before.
Well, I mean, she knew that risk when she entered that fatal four-way rumble in the jungle. So I don't know why she's acting like this.
Do you
You
think
know,
Ryan Swift is gonna play a big part in this matchup? The reason why they're here, the reason why they want to beat the hell out of each other is it's all Ryan Swift's fault, if you ask me.
excuse me? Don't a man the woman's business. This is gonna bound to
I'm just
happen.
being honest. They want to whoop each other's asses because of Ryan Swift. Ryan Swift is the reason for all the evil in this match.
So typical of you, Ryan Danielson.
That's what
But
fuels both Eden and Christie's anger.
that's true. Ryan may have been the cause of it, but don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure this was bound to happen. Let's be honest though, Christy doesn't know when to shut her mouth and stop getting into trouble. No hate to her, but when you talk shit, you get hit. That's just how it is.
And you're saying Eden hasn't clapped back. She hasn't said anything foul towards Christy. This is very one-sided, if you ask me.
It's called self-defense. No, how would you feel if Christy was just smack talking you and you're supposed to take it? Like,
I don't think
no.
I would ever be in that position because I'm not Ryan Swift.
Good, then you know how to stay out of trouble then.
That's not even the part of that. This is Swift's fault. If
I'm
Eden
just
gets
hating
beat
against
up,
Swift.
it's Swift's problems, not anybody else's. And Christy deserves somewhat of revenge because Eden did take Swift when she least expected.
Oh my God, Mr. Danielson, the allegations were not true. Ryan did not rog dog that
The
woman.
allegations is on 4K on COH Thursday Night Rise. We've
well,
all
the
seen
alle-
it.
well, the allegations got caught in 12K in a lie. So,
Well,
we're not
I
gonna do
think
this.
Eden is crazy, not only in her head but in the ring, and I just hope no one gets hurt. That's my hope, but I think somebody is.
Mr. Danielson, you know how these matches go. Both of them are gonna get hurt. Trust me. Christy is aggressive, but Eden is probably one of the best technical wrestlers in this ring. All she needs to do is hit a 360 blam, and it's done.
Well, now it's all down to this grudge match, Eden versus Christy. It's gonna be out of control, but it finally needs to happen. It finally needs to happen at WrestleCade XI. And
Yes,
another
it does.
big matchup that I'm looking forward to is Money Mafia's Karma Sutra. Eddie Reed will be teaming up to take on Zoe Zombie and Carter Blackwell in a mixed tag team matchup. Probably the greatest mixed tag match ever to happen, and it's happening at the Cade. Miss K, whose side are you on?
Ooh, okay. Well, first for starters, question: this match is normal? Like this is a normal mixed tag team? Like,
Oh, it's not
are
normal.
you?
It's not normal.
What?
Of course it's not. Have you seen Carter Blackwell? Have you seen the mask he's wearing? Have you seen a Zoe match? Have you seen their match at the Rumble? Of course it's not going to be normal. Of course we're throwing the rule
Okay,
book out the window.
okay, old man, don't lecture me. Listen, what I meant to say is that this is like a normal mixed tag team match, which means no disqualifications and stuff. And like, you sure this is not gonna break down into chaos, knowing what Carter and Zoe is? Mhm.
Yeah, it already has home invasions, blowing up the bus. Zoe's eye. Have you seen Zoe's eye?
I seen Zoe's eye. Trust me, that shit is freaky as hell. But listen, you
That
know,
describes her pretty well, actually.
you know what? Why is this even a mixed tag team contest? This should be like or tornado tag team. Let them all four get in the ring and fight it out in chaos. Cause
A
this
tornado is right.
exactly like all hell is gonna break loose if it's a normal match. You know? And it's
All
like
hell's
no
going to break loose indeed. But how can you bet against Money Mafia?
You know what? You're right. How can you bet against Eddie Reed? Cold, calculating, hard-headed, but can get the job done. And Karma Sutra, the same thing. A ding of beauty, mother, as people call her. She's not afraid to get dirty too. You know, she was the one that caused Zoe's eye to get out.
Why are you laughing at this? That was disgusting.
That was not gonna lie. That was kind of funny. I mean, it was disgusting, but
You
funny.
have
Yeah.
problems. Luckily, Eddie
Sorry,
Reed
you
is here
old
to
man.
solve it with money. Eddie Reed's on at the presser right now. What do you got to say about this match going forward?
All right. I'm about to let all y'all fools know what's going on. All right, first of all, let me step back. Corvo will win the Stallion champion. Them fools who talking all that stuff, come on, dog. Come on. And the influence, yo, they just a rug rack from Nickelodeon, yo. Come on. Let's be real. And then, let me tell you about DAD against the goth kids next door. They don't have a prayer, and I mean a prayer of a chance. And now we talking about me and Kamasutra match against Carter and Zoe. Let me tell you something. Carter, yes, that man right there, he got into my head. I can admit that. But I'm going to tell you this right here, right now. He's dead. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to end his career. I'm going to make sure he would never, and I mean never, step out of this arena. And my girl Kama Sutra, the Zoe should never start something that she can't finish. I guarantee you, and I put money on it. Kama Sutra gonna take care of Zoe. Hell, her other eye might be gone messing with Kama Sutra for sure.
Oh
Now,
my.
they think they're gonna come in here in this building in New York City, the city I own, and beat me and Kama Sutra and Money Mafia. Come on now, come on. We gonna take them out. We gonna end their careers, and Money Mafia will run supreme through all this. COH is ours. Uprising is ours. Rise is ours.
Well, you heard it first. Money Mafia, Eddie Reed, and Karma Sutra. They have a plan. Will the plan come together or will it backfire like the bus? We'll just have to wait and see. Well, Miss K, definitely want to break down this next match as it's going to be one hell of a showdown because we all know Amber Reed seems to because she always puts on pound for pound the best match out of the Uprising division every cade since her arrival. But for the first time in a long time, she might finally meet her match. Carolyn Baker, Amber Reed, Miss Kate, whose side are you on?
You know how long I've been waiting for this one. Let's see. We got 5-star best bout machine versus, well, I'd have my own nickname for her, the wicked little princess, Karen Baker. And let's be honest, I don't want to win this match. I've seen both of them before in matches. I've seen how they roll. And I gotta be quite honest, I think Amber's gonna have her handful when she's messing with Carolyn. I mean, we all know, people love the trash talk and everything, but Carolyn, she is the definition of, oh, I'll get shit done personally. And I have to applaud her for, like, actually having braveness to face Amber. Like, can we clap it up for her? I mean, come on now.
He is here if you want to give her a hand. Dap her
Ah,
up. Give her that real
yep.
respect.
Yay, Carolyn.
What do you got to
you
say,
know,
Carolyn, about this matchup against one of the best in WrestleCade history?
Um, you know, I personally think that this is going to be no trouble at all. I've faced some of the greats. I've faced many talented women, and Amber's just another one in the way. Will it be a challenge? Most likely. But am I nervous? Not at all.
And that's big. You're not nervous on the big stage of WrestleCade. That means you're laser focused. That means Amber
I
Reed
mean,
better be on top of her A game because this one has gotten personal straight out the gate.
why would I be nervous? I went in to the Rumble. Near the end, I lasted almost to the end. I was in there with many other women who have paved the way. Tori, Amber, Karma Sutra, Anaya. And I wasn't really nervous. I got out, yes. But, you know, nothing to be nervous about.
Nothing to be nervous about. I guarantee you this might be the Uprising matchup of the night. We're just going to have to wait and see, as it is indeed a grudge match. It's spilled out in the parking lot and at WrestleCade. It's going to spill out in the ring. Anything else you want to say about this match?
And that's been said the past couple weeks.
That's right. Now it's just time to fight. The gloves are indeed off. Someone is definitely going to come out the topic of the season for WrestleCade. Moments will be made. People are going to remember this matchup for a very, very long time. History is in the making. And right now, I got to say this. Whoever wins this matchup between this Ultimate Showdown could definitely be next in line for a title match. This is make or break. Somebody could definitely get broken in half. Definitely with the matches like this, you definitely do not want to miss WrestleCade, the grandest stage of them all. Still to come, though, we got the North American Championship to break down. We got Swift and Stigma to talk about. We got the Overdrive World Title and the COH World Title, and of course, the Intercontinental Championship. But first, we got a big special package for you guys. To break down the television championship match, it will be Justin Harris taking on JTD. Roll the footage.
So, sadly, as much as I wanted to be, due to some travel issues, I couldn't be there live with all of you. But, well, that's actually not true. The truth is, I'm not there right now because I didn't know what would happen if I was. I didn't know how I would react, seeing certain people, or what I would even say with a live microphone, but after last week, I feel like I need to say something. You know, up until last week, I felt like I had the respect of everyone around me. But I've quickly learned that that just doesn't seem to be the case. You know, you can say a lot of things about Will Steele, but one thing you really can't call him is a liar. He has no problem telling you exactly how he feels, and in my case, apparently how everybody feels. As much as I hated having to sit there and listen to him berate me about everything that I was doing wrong, I also can't help but to think, maybe he was right about some of the things he said. Maybe I have been too nice. Maybe I've been worrying too much about what other people think of me when I should be focusing on what I need. And at this point in time, what I need is that television championship back around my waist. And the only way for me to get it back is to stop listening to other people and start thinking for myself again. So I'm done listening to guys like JTD, and even Will for that matter, because at the end of the day, I'm the only one who has my best interest in mind. Everybody has an agenda, and the only one that matters to me is mine. So here's how I'll leave all of you. One way or another, I'm walking out of WrestleCade as television champion. I'm going to do it my way, and by the end of the night, I will have proven all of my doubters wrong.
And what a TV title match it's going to be. You heard from the Louisianimal himself, Justin Harris. And a little reminder, he has been working so hard to make a comeback here in COH. To be honest, it's all about WrestleCade. It's where it all ended for Justin Harris, and it's where it all begins again as he challenges for the television championship, something that he's been wanting to achieve since joining this company. And man, oh man, JTD, what is there not to say about how much of a great champion he has been, defending it old school, week in, week out, against the best in this business, against the future. What's in store of this matchup? Will it be the best match at WrestleCade? Will it be the greatest television title match in history? Only time will tell. And I'm looking forward to it. And Justin Harris and JTD, if you're out there, man, definitely looking forward to this matchup. The history of TV championship has been, and the prestige has been at its absolute high. And no doubt about it, this could be the match of the weekend when it comes down to COH. There's 2 nights, 2 reasons why to watch, but this one is a big fight feel. And we'll hear more about that match as the week progresses, but definitely looking forward to it. Let's get down to the North American Championship matchup. We got one hell of a match that I am definitely excited for. And it's going to be the toughest match since Kendrick Carter became champion for the North American Championship. From the Caribbean to New York City, he will have the ultimate challenge against a man who's been on top at WrestleCade before. Will he get back on his pedestal again? Let's talk to the challenger first, John Baker.
How's it going, big dog?
It's going good, man. But now it's all about you for the North American Championship, something that you've been chasing since the return after the Rumble.
You got that right, and this is actually not even the first time I've been in the picture for this title. It was about 2 or so years ago now. I've held that same title before. And my god, does it disappoint me how it fell off with this guy. My god. Come on, Prep. Like, what's wrong with this man? Oh man, this is gonna be a rough one, you know? Like, look at this guy. I don't even know
no
if he's
doubt
even
about
here.
it. There's a lot of drama. Miss K being in the middle.
Yeah,
is the
you know.
biggest problem. And I don't know, man. I mean, this could spill out of control. You could lose your focus. You could lose your attitude. You know, you lose your anger in this matchup. You got to keep it calm, cool, and collected.
You're right about that. There's no denying it. But if there's one thing that I actually have to make clear, that anger, that hatred, it's out the window now. I'm focused, beyond focused. And I'm going to be able to move without thought, to breathe without breathing. But that's what happens when you make a deal with the jailer, when you deal with death. And that's something that he's going to have to see and experience all on his own. What's it going to be like? He's going to have to find out. So I'll just say it real quick, Prep. Make sure you do show up. Prove that you actually are worthy of holding that championship. And hey, that's just an opportunity for you to try and humiliate me even further like you've been wanting to do. You're all about that money, right? This could be the biggest paycheck of your career. So you better show up, or I'm going to find you. I'm going to drag you. I'm going to beat you down. I'm going to rip your head off your shoulders and steal every last honey bun in the MLB field.
Well, there you have it. John Baker, laser focus, but he has to stay that way because there's a lot of drama in between these two. Miss K definitely being one of the topics of this one. And I think we're going to be joined by the champion, Preppy, from the Caribbean, the North American champion.
How you doing, Mr. Lion? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
Honestly, I'm actually laughing, but I can't complain. My life's been amazing.
Been amazing indeed. But what do you got to say to John Baker?
You know what? It was okay. Can I do a letter real quickly? That fan wrote me about this match. So I can do a letter real quickly. So just for me. And about John Baker, I gotta be honest with you. He's gonna be the toughest opponent I ever faced in the North American Championship. All jokes aside, all the foolishness, he's gonna take me to my limit. Do I believe he's gonna beat me? Absolutely not. There's levels to this, John. Like, there's levels to this. And you saying I disgraced the North American Championship, I elevated so much that nobody wanted to fight me for it because they know the end game of all of this. You challenge me, you lose. Why do you think they fighting for some other title? Why do you think I make that title more prestigious? Because nobody wants to fight me. Everybody is scared to fight me for the North American Championship. So I want you to get the facts straight next time, okay? Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Lyons?
Well, I ain't got much to say, man. I'm just excited for this matchup, but I think this one is out to Miss K. Miss K, being that you're in the middle of this whole situation, who do you think is going to win this matchup? No pressure.
Danielson.
The world wants to know, are you on the side of Baker Mania, or are you on the side of the Caribbean's finest, Kendrick Carter?
Danielson, do you feel the tone of my voice right now? Do you know how I'm sounding right now?
Yes.
Good. Then you must know that means the glasses comes off and the hair tie goes bye-bye.
And this is where the world ends.
Shut the hell up, Baker.
Oh!
You know, you two idiots, my boyfriend, my own father, wants to put me in the middle of your little petty bad girls club squabble. And I just came here to tell you this. I love both of you both dearly. I really do. But let me remind you, don't you ever fucking put me in your business again. It seems like you two have such unbridled rage against each other that it just needs to accumulate at WrestleCade. Whoever wins. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. And this is me being unbiased. I love both of you dearly. But I will be damned if I'm being used as some type of stake on the line around here. Cause I'm not the one on the line. It's the North American Championship. One of the prestigious titles. So, what I need you boys to do is to get your shit together, or I will do it for you. And trust me, I'm known to causing a little trouble. Just ask that lady I broke her arm. You know, I was a little bit confused, but I should have broken the other one. But I held back. So listen, may the best one win. Daddy, I love you. John, I love you too, honey. But don't you ever fucking try this again.
I hear
Understood?
you loud and clear. And she's right. It's about the North American title, a title that I'm going to make sure I walk out as a two-time North American champion.
I'm looking forward
Baker,
to it.
Baker, I gotta say this to you before I leave, because I'm already annoyed with you. And to my baby girl, trust me, this shit's gonna be over. I promise you. But for you, not most of us have happy endings. You know that, right? Not the good guys. Sometimes they never win. And I want you to know this from the bottom of my heart. I don't have any hate against you. You're just in my way. And you've been a thorn in my side when I'm trying my best to bring the title that you have that no one gives a fuck about to its prestige. I did that shit. All these former North American champions did nothing with it. I did that shit on my own. And I WrestleCade in the god awful city of New York. You should did it in New Jersey, by the way. But I digress. I'm gonna show up. Don't worry. The champion would show up like always. And I'm gonna do what I normally do best. You'll be another victim. After I beat you and after I embarrass you, I'm heading back to the Caribbean with my title. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And I hope one day, after our careers are done, we can just shake hands and forget about all this. But my daughter's right. This shit will come to an end. So unfortunately for you, you guys, sometimes they never win. I see you soon.
All we can do is see now. But before I head out, too, just one last piece of advice for you. Make sure you don't sound like a 2009 COD lobby next time.
It ain't his fault. He's in the Caribbean on the sea, man. That quality ain't gonna hold up when you hear those waters hitting the yacht.
Hey, that
Baker.
was his choice. I'm just saying, bruv.
Oh,
How
I
about you
can't
get
wait to
ready
see you two
to
collide.
find me?
It is indeed for the North American Championship, John Baker. Will Baker Mania come true? Or will Kendrick Carter shut him down and kick him from the house? Miss K, all the drama gonna be to you after the match is over, and I hope everything is cleared up after the matchup. But I can't wait. I can't wait for these two to go toe to toe.
Don't worry. I'm sure everything's gonna be cleared up. Just now at the end of the day, I'm the woman up in this house. So what I say goes. And I think it's time we move on to our next match.
That's right.
Don't you agree, Mr. Danielson?
Because I want you to break down this one too, because it's going to be Ryan Swift taking on Stigma. One of the biggest matches in Ryan Swift's life. He's back here again. It seems like almost every so often we see Ryan Swift at a WrestleCade where there's a lot in store. His life in shambles, all because of one man, the man with a bat, Stigma. So, Miss K, after all of you've seen, who do you think is going to win this no holds barred matchup?
Huh? What happened? All I remember was I had my glasses and my hair up. Did I say something? Did I do anything?
Well,
Oh, we're on this match.
definitely on this match. Ryan Swift versus Stigma after the fatal beatdown of the baseball bat at the Rumble. Stigma was the mentor of Ryan Swift. Now he wants to be the destroyer of Ryan Swift. Will Ryan Swift overcome the odds like he's done before? Or will this be the time where your hero Ryan Swift loses? It's just going to be a tough one. It's tough. It's tough for me to even watch because I didn't want to see Ryan Swift go toe-to-toe with his mentor. I didn't know it's going to end like this. I had no idea we were going to be here the minute that Stigma arrived in COH. I just had an unsettling feeling, and I was right. My intuition was right. Stigma annihilated Ryan Swift with the baseball bat. Out of what? Out of because Ryan Swift wouldn't listen to him? Or was it just something bigger than that? Was it Stigma looking at a man that he mentored that is progressing over him, that is winning more than him, that is stealing the show? And Stigma had a lot of animosity. And now we're at this point of no return.
Whoa. Well, why I feel I need explaining things? Looks like you already explained everything for me. But I like to give my take on this. I believe this is his redemption arc. Ryan, so think about it. Yes, he had the COH Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship, but was he really happy about it? Let's be honest though, everyone hated his reign. No one liked his reign. They called him a heel and stuff and everything. But all Swift did was smile. Good job to him. And then, boom, Stigma came along. And that's when everything just falls apart. And as they say, all good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, it just resulted in Swift getting hit with a baseball bat. And but think about it. We all know about Stigma. We heard the stories about the Wolf King. This man walks alone. So there should have been a red flag, despite the fact that he was gonna turn our mind someday. Come on now. We all know the history of Stigma. We all know this guy. This guy takes no one's shit. And I'm sure he felt that Ryan was just a useless thing. A useless thing to be thrown away. And unfortunately, despite the fact that Ryan wanted to make up for everything, Stigma just stays to his true character, which is a Wolf King. Someone who stands alone. But
Well,
on
we've
the other,
seen Swift prevail before. I think he could do it, man. Never
you
bet
know what?
against Swift. Never do it.
That's true. That's true. And also, by the way, I feel like Swift got a chance. I mean, come on now. We all love Stigma and everything, undefeatable and everything. But we all gotta remember that didn't he get beat by Nova? That's not looking good on his resume, is it?
Wow.
Mhm.
You said it. I mean,
Yeah.
but Stigma by far one of the most dangerous. And Swift's back is against the wall. The pressure's on. And when Ryan Swift's under the pressure, usually he pulls through. Usually he prevails. But every WrestleCade is different. Every battle is different. Stigma feels like he's created the name and the life of Ryan Swift. And at WrestleCade 11, he's looking to destroy him and create his own path and the vision of Stigma. And I can't wait for this match. I'm very nervous about it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This is how Ryan Swift learns when it's all said and done. So things
That's
like this
true.
doesn't happen again.
And you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit biased here, but I do hope that Swift does pull through. Because if Noah can beat him, I'm sure Swift can.
You know what they say, pride is the devil. We're going to see the devil in the details when it's Ryan Swift versus Stigma at WrestleCade 11. What a big four we have you. That's the fourth match we're covering. But before we get to the COH World Heavyweight Championship, let's break down these two other matches, shall we? The Overdrive World Championship on the line. Possibly the biggest matchup for the Overdrive Championship. And the story is real because Matsuda Tanaka has been chasing this Overdrive World Championship ever since he lost to Ryan Swift at the Cade. And now he's back on the big stage in New York City. Hollywood Tanaka, for the first time, going to turn into New York Tanaka as he takes on the new world champion with a new vision, a new ambiance. It's Lord Windsor, something we've never seen before. Lord Windsor, Oliver Windsor, with a new vision, new spiritual guidance, going to defend the championship against one of the greatest strong style competitors ever. Miss K, who do you got in this matchup?
First of all, I feel like Windsor should be in jail. Are we just gonna let this slide? The fact that he attacked Tanaka's family, like this is a, like
He
Ryan
makes the rules.
Danielson.
He is Lord Windsor. He is the ultimate power. But of course, no. Windsor's never going to see jail time.
Ryan Danielson, we aided a criminal, and not just any criminal.
A criminal? He's Lord
Yeah, a criminal.
Windsor.
They don't care about the war. He attacked an innocent family. That's not something a lord would do, especially
Innocent
the
family.
lord.
You talking about a family of great Japanese talents? Come on now. You'd be
Yeah.
lucky to survive that household, let alone attack them.
Hell, Danielson.
There are lethal weapons back there. You think I'm going to invade his home? Hell no. I'm going to stay my ass in America. What
Come
Lord
on
Windsor
now.
did is get in the head of Matsuda Tanaka because he knows that's what he has to do. Matsuda Tanaka is pound for pound one of the greatest we've ever seen. He was this close of beating Ryan Swift at WrestleCade. And it's been getting to him ever since. He has yet to even stop watching that matchup. He's right now watching that match, seeing what he did wrong, seeing how he can make no mistakes. This match, by far, is the biggest, is the greatest in Overdrive history for that World Championship.
Congratulations, Danielson. You supported a fanatic, crazy lunatic who's forgotten to take his meds.
He doesn't need medicine. He is the Lord Windsor. He's high on life.
Well, I mean, we didn't say a thing like he doesn't need the medicine. He only needs the Bible. And it's like, yeah, well, yes, you didn't say that. But like, come on now. This is Matsuda Tanaka we're talking about. The Hollywood star. Like, if anyone can do it, I know he can. And I really want to announce that guy in Japanese. So hey, Tanaka, you out there? Like, come on now, give me a chance.
He signed the contract with his own blood. You think Windsor is just going to let everything fly at WrestleCade? No, Windsor's going to be on his A game. I can't choose. This is too close for me to call. This is two bout machines colliding. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, as long
Tanaka
as
is one of the greatest I've ever seen, but Lord Windsor is Lord for a reason.
well, that's true. Let's just hope his followers doesn't get involved because we all know how that goes.
Well, it's definitely a blood feud for the Overdrive World Championship.
That's true. That's true. And hopefully, after all this is said and done, maybe Windsor would go back to being his original self, or not. And
This is
we're
his true self. This is him. Untapped potential is what Oliver Windsor had. This is Lord Windsor.
we're just stuck with this guy. Okay. Oh,
This ain't
okay then.
Warbeard Windsor. This ain't Windsor just happy to be here. It's coming home Windsor when he lost to Devlin for the world title. He is world champion. He is Lord Windsor. But Matsuda Tanaka, one of the greatest we've ever seen. I hate to be split like this, but I have to. This is too tough to call.
That's true. Well, it was nice knowing you, Danielson. If COH does become a cult,
This
I
ain't a
don't do
cult,
well.
but this matchup represents cult of personality, and they will collide at WrestleCade. But the
I see what
biggest
you did.
uprising matchup, main eventing, if you will, WrestleCade. I remember when the first time Uprising main evented WrestleCade, it was special, but this one I feel like is going to take the cake. You got two of the best in Uprising right now going toe to toe. Tori Rex, the Rumble winner. Corey Rose, the longest reigning IC champion, Intercontinental champion, the best in our history. And there's a lot of champions that held that belt. So that's saying something. This is going to come down to the biggest Intercontinental title match on the grandest stage of them all. Main event of night number one, man, is going to be off the chain. I can't wait. Corey Rex, Corey Rose, the industry will be watching. Just like they were at the Rumble when Corey Rose survived the four-way TLC ladder match. Well, now she has a different problem. That problem is Tori Rex. And since Tori Rex has arrived here in COH, she has made history. And WrestleCade, it's not going to be any different. The Rumble winner, Tori Rex, versus Corey Rose. Whose side are you on, Miss K?
Another one that's gonna be split down the middle. Because come on now, you can't be doing this to me, Danielson. Oh God. Okay. Okay. You know what? What? Even though I don't support her actions or condemn them, I believe I'm gonna have to go with Tori on this one.
I don't blame you. Tori Rex seems to be the best challenge so far for that IC championship, and that's saying something. It's been one hell of a reign of Corey Rose. But I don't think it's going to stop now. I think I'm going to pull out and say that Corey Rose has got this in the bag. I think she hasn't held this championship long enough to give it up now. I think the Hollywood Exchange is going to be very happy this WrestleCade with two big headlining matches. And Corey Rose will be the topic after the Cade. Take nothing away from Tori Rex, though. She has been one of the most dangerous in Uprising history. I think
That's
I'm
true.
gonna say Corey Rose has got this. One of the toughest predictions I ever had to make.
Me too. I guess we're just gonna have to see on the main event of night one of WrestleCade. All I gotta say is this: roses have to wilt sometimes. Let new flowers bloom.
Every rose has a thorn, and Tori Rex has been a thorn in her side so far. And this is going to be one of the best title matches, if not the best Intercontinental title match of all time at WrestleCade 11, the main event of night one. But now it's time to talk about the COH World Heavyweight Championship. And I do believe both men are indeed in the building. The challenger, Sean Nova, the champion, Will Steele. Let's start off with the challenger first. Sean Nova in the building here in New York City.
Guess who's back, baby?
That's right.
Hey, Christina, long time no see. But yeah, ask me all the questions. I'm prepared. Let's do it.
Well, this is all about who is the king of New York, and you two have been at each other's throats for the crown. But now it's for the championship. What would it mean if you became COH World Champion? Because you've held world titles before in other places. What
Yes.
does this mean to you at your stage right now in your career?
Well, to answer the first question, I am the king of New York because I wear the crown. No doubt about it. You saw what happened in the last episode of Rise. The whole state, the whole city, the whole everything of New York. from the rooter to the tutor, from the rats to the freaking 1%. All acknowledge me as the king of New York. Not some dude from South Carolina. Let's be real here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but to answer your second question, me being the world heavyweight champion means that COH finally has a champion that people respect. Hate me, love me, I am called stepdad. You will respect me. Everybody respects me, no matter what. Well, still on the other hand, people tend to make jokes about him, like, "Oh yeah, man, look with the Golden Lord's haircut and the inferiority complex, and like getting mad when someone mentions 3 letters, whether it's 525 or 4.75." That's not something that's respectable. So yeah, to answer your question, respect. That's what I will bring to the World Heavyweight Championship once I win it. Not if. Once I win it.
John Nova's confident. He's been on big stages before for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, take a look back last year. I mean, it's like history in the making this time in COH. And I will have to address one thing that you said here, Nova, the South Carolina situation. Yeah, Will Steele. I mean, not South Carolina. He's a North Carolina guy, to be honest with you.
Well, oops.
Michael Jordan was from New York City. He was born in New York City.
Oh, yes.
And then he became a North Carolina Tar Heel. And yes, as a Carolina guy, we love Michael Jordan because he embodies Carolina. But never forget, Michael Jordan is from New York. And the same thing goes for the man right now, Will Steele, the World Heavyweight Champion. So without any build up or pressure or anything like that, here is the COH World Heavyweight Champion, the real deal, Will Steele.
Respect. That's something you said. So let me show some respect. I respect you, Sean Nova. You may think I don't. I do. I followed your career. Hell, your career started my career. No doubt about it. I will give you everything you do. You deserve this shot at my crown. And yes, I said my crown. Not no pretend little BK thing you wear on top of your head. This championship I have in my possession is my crown. The keys to COH. This puts you at the top of the mountain. No other championship around here holds the precedence that this championship holds. Everybody looks to me, either they want this or they want a challenge for it. Everybody wants to sit at the throne that I have. I am here because I earned it. I've been here. I did my dues. I took what I wanted, and I don't plan on giving up anything. You're new here. You're new here. You and your little sleeper crew. You guys came in, you start running amok, calling shots. That's fine. But don't you dare disrespect my domain, the domain of the Plex God. When you are in my presence, you pay respect, and you have done nothing but disrespect the name of the real deal. People dream of this, Nova. They really do. People dream of facing legends, living legends, which you are, no doubt about it. But I get to have the opportunity of a lifetime. I don't get this chance many times. I don't have dream matches. I don't have those in my time, but now I do, because I don't just get to face a living legend like Sean Nova, the FAM guy, the movement himself, the spirit. I get to kill it. put it out of its misery, snuff it out of existence. You know, there's a thing that my previous opponent told me. Josh Wolf it was. He called me the modern day Icarus. That I flew too close to the sun. And in some aspects, he's correct, sir. But it's not that I'm flying too close. No. I'm flying directly at it. I'm flying directly to the sun, the one light that these fans seem to look to for hope, for a new beginning. I plan on making it go dark, snuffing out the light that is you. In New York, the birthplace of greats such as myself, I will make the people of that glorious city bear witness and accept me as their one and only king, as the plex god they need. And if they dare defy me, I will set that city ablaze and use you as the personal match to burn it to ash. That's
Well,
it.
Well, let me ask you a rhetorical question. How does it feel being second fiddle to Corey Rose? Because she's in the main event now. Night one. Not you going against me. Because you thought that you want to see it fit to interrupt me during my Rumble in the Jungle match, to break my record, to try to sway me from chasing your belt, from challenging you. And then you end up causing ultimately your downfall. For me to have motivation to go against you and take your belt on the grandest stage of them all because you couldn't handle it. Now, instead of me taking it at the main event, I got to take it somewhere lower on the card. That's all because of you. Your own actions put you in this position right now. How does that feel? Now, that's not rhetorical, but I really want to know. How does that feel?
You single-handedly made my WrestleCade main event into nothing but a dream. When you decided to beg, plead Tanaka to choose Windsor. So to answer your question, I'm not very pleased that I'm not in the main event. Not at all, but neither are you, because it seems like it irks you. Understand that you need me to be at WrestleCade. Without me, you wouldn't even be here. How does a legend like you, someone so great, someone that's so talented, someone that's done everything that he could, still needs someone that he didn't even know existed for a while? It's crazy how you have fell so far down the rabbit hole. You are nothing like you used to be. And I will prove that.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. You say that I'm here because of you, that I'm at WrestleCade because of you. I'm in COH because of you. Let's not forget the first pay-per-view I was in. The first pay-per-view I competed in. The first ever War Games. Who won that? I did. You like to bring up people like Tone White, how he's the most evil guy, the most diabolical son of a bitch this side of the Mississippi. Let me finish. But look what happened in the next pay-per-view. I beat his ass too. You use him as a measuring stick for someone like APH. Oh, he wants to be the next away. Oh, you can't never beat me. Blah 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 blah. All sorts of stuff. Every single person felt my stunner and never got back up. Not fully. Not fully. You knew that. While I was facing 29 other competitors, you saw fit to come in and try to distract me and cause me to lose. And who ate the stunner that night? You did. You've been fearing my stunner ever since. That's why last week at Rise, you saw it. Oh, I'm gonna be the special referee, and then you attacked me from behind. You couldn't even face me forward because you knew if I saw that coming, oh, your neck was gonna feel it. Your neck was gonna feel it. Ooh, the numbing of the Novocaine. You're afraid of that. You're afraid of that. You're afraid of the 4.75 stars, the lucky number of a certain person in the chat right now. And you know what? That's a lot of fear for someone talking all that trash about me, thinking you're gonna beat me. You have so much on your plate right now. So many things going through your mind. How's it gonna happen? Maybe it won't even be a stunner. Maybe I'll make you tap out. You ever think about that? Never once mentioned it. But again, so much stuff going on in your mind. Go ahead. Tell me your retort. Go ahead. Tell me how you're gonna beat me up. Go ahead.
Get this straight. I don't fear you. I never feared you. You're nothing but an outsider in my home. You shouldn't have been in that War Games match. You was given there because you had friends in high places. And now here you are picking your way to the top and you fall upon my feet. You want to take everything away from what I built here. I mentioned it before. This is my domain. I built this place. I helped grow this place. The newer talent came across a bridge that I built. And you have done the same. It's time for you to pay your dues and thank me, actually. Thank you, Will Steele, for giving me my WrestleCade moment, a moment that you are going to regret having when I put you into the dirt. You claim that I keep fearing the Novocaine. I fear this, I fear that. As dangerous as your Novocaine is, my deal breaker is 10 times better. I put people in the dirt. 1, 2, 3. That's it. I won my title off the deal breaker. I defended my title off the deal breaker. And your WrestleCade moment will end with the deal breaker. No Novocaine, no tap out, no nothing. Just a simple 1, 2, 3. Done deal.
Wow. Well, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, make no bones about it. This is a big match vibe, big match feel. We've all seen big battles like this before in New York City. Jay-Z versus Nas. Tyson at his greatest. Muhammad Ali at his greatest. But who will be the greatest in the COH World Heavyweight Championship matchup when it's Sean Nova the challenger and Will Steele the champion here in New York City? WrestleCade 11. Now all you got to do is watch. June 20th, June 22nd, WrestleCade 11. Good fight, good night. See you there, where history will be made.